No.
No, he ain't gonna be paid for it.
Well, he was in Ellsworth and someplace else.
Okay, starting video up, and it seems to be going to.
My youngest two
Played
were both
Wichita
July
and
birthdays,
Ellsworth
and
is
we
what it was
could have held them a year or put them forward.
Did you send them or what'd you do?
We sent them, and because A, they were ready, and B, daycare is ridiculously expensive.
I wish I'd have sent my son. They told me
regrets.
not to.
Yeah, they told us, oh, they
His
kinda land
birthday
on
was
us not
August
to.
31st, which is the very last day.
Oh, yeah.
I should have sent him.
And August maybe have been different, but July, no, they're both.
I've got my grandson.
Not worried
Well,
about
he was bored then, and he just never
Yeah.
ever could get
My
it.
grandson, the one is July 26th and the other one's July 14th, and they both went.
They both went.
Doug was in August and he went.
Bryant's pretty little, but
Yeah.
Well, Doug was the
They'll figure it
smallest.
out.
Oh, wait,
Yeah.
but I was always the smallest.
trying to play basketball.
Somebody has to be the smallest in the class.
He's playing. That's why I
True.
told Cindy I
You're still kinda winning
did
that
the
race.
I always was.
NFHS network for a
Right.
couple
So she's
of
used to
months.
it.
They
So
always
Fred was
knew where to
watching
find
them
me.
go
If I was
Valley
lucky, I got
Heights,
to stand on the
I
other
didn't
end,
wanna go to
the one
Valley
away from the
Heights anyway.
teacher. If not, I was by the teacher.
I volunteered teach
One class reunion
today at
picture,
St. John's.
I stood on the
in
back
Hanover
row on
because
this
of-
chair.
Oh, they
So
let
I
you stand on a
just,
chair so you could be on the back
I went back
row.
there and stood on the
His
chair so I
father
didn't
teaches
have to be
there
in the
and
front
all
row.
that. People wanted to
The
go.
only
Wanted
time
to
I
go
ever
to
remember
funerals,
being
so
in,
I
not
went
in
over
the
and
front
spent
row.
the day. No,
it. Was never in the front row.
There was nothing wrong with one of them.
I was in the back row from
I
like,
think it'll help.
it was,
probably
no,
about
and
fifth through maybe 10th.
you have to be signed up with
I was
this
just telling when I was a fifth
CMG
grader, I was a
committee,
giant.
the
People
stuff
were
to
like,
do.
he's gonna be
You
quite
know,
the
the
basketball player
diocese,
through another inch.
yeah.
Also, I can't dribble, so.
For
there's
years,
that.
I think, so.
Calls meeting order.
Yep, oh well. It's life.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Pipia, Fry,
Present.
Schroller,
Here,
Hughes,
Present.
Eichmann, Price,
Here.
Barons,
Here,
Braun.
Here.
Got a quorum.
Okay. All right, first up, we have the approval of the minutes of the special meeting, November 4th, 2021.
Move to approve special meeting November 4th, 2021.
second.
Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? 6-0. All right, next up, we have the approval of the minutes of the regular meeting on November 8th, 2021.
Move to approve regular meeting November 8th, 2021.
Second.
Okay. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? 6-0. Next, we have public comment. Is anybody here for 5-minute public comment? Okay. Move on to business discussion items. First up, we have Kate Tomer with the speaker system.
Hello.
Hello.
Okay, so one of the questions was asked to come back and present to you what we had for the warranty. I actually emailed him that night and he got back to me right away, so that was pretty convenient. So he said that there is a 5-year warranty and it doesn't exclude anything. It is, all of it's a part of it. And then there was another question when I was talking to some of my board members is there another program that we could buy into for an extended warranty once that 5 years up? And he said no, that the 5-year warranty is the only thing that comes with it.
so that's on parts and everything, right?
Yep, everything.
Everything, okay?
Yep, speakers included.
Good.
That's
I
a
know.
pretty good warranty.
It
That's
is.
a lot better than
Yeah.
what I would have
Considering
expected.
it sits outside on, it bakes during the
Yeah.
summer and freezes during the winter.
Right, that's
so-
kind of what I thought. And I was like, are you sure no
Ice and
exclusions? But yeah, he was 5 years and that includes everything, so,
So if there's a warranty claim, Main Street handles that?
yep,
Okay.
It's gonna be their,
It's all yours.
No, I'm
everything.
not putting paperwork on anybody unnecessarily.
And when we were talking about fundraising for it, we know to kind of put it a little bit higher, that way just in case something needs to be fixed, with outside of that 5-year mark, we're prepared, we will handle it.
Might not even be a bad idea to budget for eventual failure and replacement beyond that,
Right,
the thought.
Yep.
Okay. So we need a motion to,
Move to approve graciously donating $10,000 to the speaker system.
I'll second.
okay. Coming out of?
Sales tax?
Probably. Yep. Okay.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Any further discussion?
Yeah, there you go.
Huh?
Gotta vote. Gotta vote.
Oh, sorry.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? That's 6-0.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thanks,
She ain't
Kate.
going nowhere.
No, she's not.
I was gonna say, am I staying up here? I say, I'm probably gonna be here the next few meetings, so get used to me for a little bit. I'm also here to talk about a Marysville Christmas and Santa parade. Last year, we didn't really get to do anything too crazy because we were kind of dealing with COVID a little bit. Kind of looks like we're getting back there, but we're hoping that we can kind of go back to a little bit normal of a parade and celebration like years prior. Our lineup is kind of big. We kind of kick off with the courthouse is doing a few activities, and they'll run that from about 9 a.m. to 2 p.m. They're hiding Christmas trees all over the courthouse, and they're giving $50 chamber bucks to whoever the closest winner is. So that'll be pretty neat to kind of get people in there. They have a lot of great exhibits, so it would be a nice way to kind of showcase some of those newer ones that people haven't seen yet. We're also having the county community band. They're performing from 10 to 10:25. And what we kind of were hoping was to have them in the 9th to 10th Street block area. That way, since they'll kind of be barricaded a little bit over in that area, to kind of consolidate it a little bit and just to make it a little bit more convenient to pull away the barricades when needed. Same with Platinum Dance Company. They'll be performing right after, following the community band performance at 10:30. And then the Santa Parade will kick off at 11 a.m. And we're doing the parade a different route this year. We're trying to kind of mimic the homecoming parade a little bit so that we can kind of target the same areas. That way people know exactly where they will stand for each of them. They don't have to worry about moving locations or anything like that. It's just conveniently they know where to go every time. In the past, I think it's been like 5th Street to maybe 8th or 9th or something like that. I'm trying to think what else. So Santa House will be open from following the parade to about 1 p.m. I will mention that I didn't have in here the Santa House hours throughout after December 4th will be on Thursdays from 5 to 7 p.m. and Sundays from 1 to 3. I can't remember those dates exactly, but it's something like that. I think it's excluding the day that's closer to the Thursday that's right next to Christmas and some other things. I think it's like 2 Sundays and maybe 3 Thursdays or something like that. Then the Custer House is also having the live nativity again this year. They will be from the parade, after the parade, to 1 p.m. And then the courthouse will follow with the Flint Hills Dulcimer Club performance will be there, and a holiday fun with the Cook family as well. So the courthouse is really stepping up their game and bringing some cool activities to town, so that's really nice. I'm trying to think if I'm missing anything. One of the things that we had asked you guys was the approval of UTVs and ATVs. The theme this year is actually Christmas Vacation, so if you guys have watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, which I'm assuming you have, we have found a Winnebago in our very own Marysville. So we're working with possibly another wrecker and possibly pulling it down, if that's okay with you guys.
Sounds great.
And we need a Cousin Eddie, so if anybody wants to nominate themselves to dress up pretty fancy, that would be pretty cool. We'll be taking auditions. But then we also had to ask for a police escort. I had talked to the police department. I also have talked to the fire department if they'd work with us on, pulling in Santa or anything like that. They seem to be game with that. I missed their meeting by a day, so when I talked to, is it Mike? Dave. Mike's his son. Anyways, but Dave seemed pretty happy about it because he's like, oh, I just got asked that question the other day, and so I was a little late following up with him, but he seemed all in, and he said he would get some guys. But we had asked the city to block off 9th Street to 10th Street on Broadway for the community band and dance performance, so that's one of the things we had asked. We would take care of the barricades, we'll find volunteers to do that morning, take them down, put them down in their spots, like we have for previous events. We'd also like to request to block off the alley from 9th to 10th in the Custer House block at 8:30 a.m. from the alley to Elm Street until 1. I believe that's going to be where they're going to be operating the live nativity, so just be for that area. I think, yeah, probably till 1 p.m. once they get done there. I believe they have to go to Wichita, so they'll be out there pretty quickly. Then also Broadway blocked at 8th, 9th, 10th, 11th, and 12th at 9:30 for the parade, and kind of, that way we can just kind of get everything out of there and there won't be as much traffic, because it's kind of difficult when you're doing a parade and there's a lot of vehicles that try to pull in, just to ensure the safety of our attendants. And yeah, the barricades will be put up and teared down by probably some board members or volunteers, whoever I can get available during that weekend. I know there's basketball games going on that morning, so not quite sure who I'll be able to get, but we'll be able to figure that out. Got a couple weeks, maybe 1 or 2, yeah. But, oh, and if you guys want to participate, you're more than welcome to do a float, so let me know. I believe that's all I have. Are there any questions?
I don't think so.
Approve the street closure.
We're just going to, get the barricades and set them out, and then they'll take care of
They will take care of the
moving
barricades.
them where they need to, just put them on the corners and.
Yep.
Yep, that's what they've asked for.
And they did a great job last time doing that.
That was nice.
At 9:30, it looks like. Move that we block Broadway off from 8th to 12th at 9 a.m. till after the parade, and then the section there from 10th to 11th till, or 9th to 10th, about till 1, or
9th to 10th will be for like, I think, let me look at this.
about 11.
I'm gonna say it'd be
10:45, isn't it?
10:45, yeah,
Huh?
it's about 10:45.
We'll just go 11.
Okay, that sounds good. I would say they'll be gone before the police try to come through.
So,
Okay, you have a second?
Second.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Awesome,
6-0.
thank you
Weather's
guys
great
so
for us.
much. I hope so too. I've heard last time it was very snowy, so let's just hope that snow stays away. Thank you guys.
Thank you.
Thanks, Kate.
Okay, next up we have Christmas in North Park, partial street closures. Liz Warren, hello.
Hello, yes, and thank you. I'm on the chamber board, so thank you for the speaker donation, because we have been waiting on it. But yes, I'm here to represent North Park neighborhood. If nobody came in 2019, please come this year, but we didn't do it in 2020. Really what it is, they used to do it way back a few years ago, and we have Santa sitting on a corner, and this year we're gonna bring in a few extra events. So do come up, but it's on Sunday, December 12th, 5:30 to 7. And really what we're asking is for some cones from the city to block off certain streets, and it'll encourage that one-way traffic, because otherwise it becomes a little bit hectic up there. And more people do walk than you would think. In 2019, we had snow and people were still walking around the neighborhood. So what we're wanting is the south side of Debbie Lane off of 12th Street to be blocked off. So that'll encourage people to drive up Park Place. When they get to the top of Park Place, come down Debbie Lane. They're at the Y of 16th Street, I believe it is. Or no, that'd be 14th Street. We would have that blocked off, and then back up on the north side of Park Place, coming off 16th Street. So, thinking maybe 15 cones. I don't know how big they are, but I mean, yeah, I figured 3 to 5 at each street. I don't, whatever would work, honestly. Any questions on that?
I make a motion, we give them the cones that they need for that day.
Second.
Okay, any further discussion?
Okay.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
December 12th, I guess. And good luck.
Next up, we have, Resolution 2021-21, 509 North 14th, Street nuisance and junk vehicles. Quite a few pages in there and pictures.
Yes, there is.
Multiple notices have been sent out.
See, it's been like that all summer.
Yeah,
We got complaints from the neighbors finally.
yes.
We got complaints from the neighbors that they wanted me to sign that I knew that there was a complaint. So we did do that.
So we're just looking to continue the process. Will had talked to the owner, the property owner, today, actually, and they have plans to move them. But this, we don't want to stop. So.
Move to proceed with Resolution 2021-21.
Second.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Opposed.
5-1. Nothing under notices and hearings. Next up, we have the consent agenda.
Move to approve the consent agenda.
Second.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? 6-0. Next up, we have appropriations ordinance number 3760.
Move to approve appropriation ordinance 3760, an amount of $445,387.74.
Second.
Okay, any further discussion about any of the items on there? Roll call?
Pipia, Fry,
Yes.
Schroller,
Yes.
Hughes,
Yes.
Pike, Price.
Yes.
Barron,
Yes.
Yes.
so.
6-0. Next up, staff reports.
All right, first thing on my list is the repair or replace of lift station number 3 pump, one of the 2 pumps that is in there, and lift station number 3. Included is a quote from Agland to either repair or replace the backup pump for lift station number 3, which is out by Hometown Lumber. The cost of repair is $4,427.57, and the cost to replace the pump is $11,923.38. Once repaired or replaced, Agland will switch out one of the pumps that is in lift station number 3 that we know also needs repaired, so that they can take it back and have it evaluated for repair. So the question is, do you want to replace with a brand new pump, or do you want to repair the existing pump?
As bad as the wear marks are in the housing,
Right.
I would much rather go with buying a new pump.
And the fact that it's, 11,000 or 12,000 versus almost 5,000.
5,000,
So
yeah.
$6,000 difference, you get a brand new one.
But how long have those pumps sat out there?
That one I did not,
I'll bet that's probably one of the original pumps,
yeah.
so.
I'm sure we repaired it in the past.
Well, they've all been
Which is
repaired.
yeah, they've all been repaired. That's just their life.
What's
Yeah.
the repair get you?
A working pump without flaws. I mean, it fixes what's wrong with it. I mean,
But
But it doesn't fix anything else in it.
right.
It's a repair, not a refurbishment.
Right.
And you basically, you get the base, but you don't get the impeller yet. Yeah,
Right.
I don't think the repair is worth it.
Well, I think we had one repaired, and I think about 2 years later, we had to repair it again.
Right.
So, I mean, as bad as that sounds, I think we're better off putting a new one in out there, 'cause that
If we-
pump's a long ways.
If we were looking at 5,000 versus 20,000, we might be having a
Right.
discussion,
Right,
but,
right. Because that takes everything from down south and the, yeah,
yeah,
In Keystone,
huh?
in the Keystone.
Yeah.
yeah, from Keystone
Keystone,
and all, yeah, it pumps it,
And everything that gravity's down there and then pumps it back up over the hill by the old Walmart to get it out of there, so.
Yep,
So, it's got a big area to cover.
yes, it does.
Okay. So do I have a motion?
Yes. To purchase a pump
Purchase a new
for $11,923.38.
Second.
Okay, any further discussion? Yes, Terry?
What's the status of the one that we're not gonna repair? Is it gonna be, just throw it away? Or what are we gonna do about that? Is there some kind of kickback to us?
They're probably just gonna scrap it, because otherwise they have to spend $5,000, or they have to spend probably $3,000 to repair it and go somewhere else.
And we have none on hand right now in emergency. We don't have anything, right?
No, but we're working on that portion of it, but we are lacking, backups, yes.
So this could be a backup if we did repair it, even though you wanna replace the new one, with a new one. I mean, we would have something on hand if,
We'd have to spend the $5,000 on it then, yeah.
all I'm wanting to know is if you think it would be wise to go ahead and fix it and have it on hand in case we need it.
It would.
Not a bad idea if we
It
don't have
would
another one.
create a backup for the second pump that's in lift station number 3. So,
That's something to think about too, that's the only reason I brought it up.
right, so
Is that the only place you could use that, is that lift station?
I forget, yeah, there's some
Unfortunately, they're
different
all
size, yeah,
different.
they're different size.
I was a little concerned about that when we put them in years ago, that was my thought. Why don't we build all the lift stations the same size so we can use the same pump on all lift stations? And they said they all use different flows and,
That is a challenge,
Yeah.
yes. So, that's up to you, I mean, you could, conversely, you could order 2 brand new ones. I mean, I'm not saying that's the way, the best way to go, but if we're saying that buying a brand new one right now, versus repairing it is the better option, then
Well,
I'm just throwing that out there.
well, it sounds like we have one in the shop and you have one that's there. We have 2 of them now?
Okay, so the lift station number 3, every lift station has 2 pumps in it, working pumps.
Right,
And so we have 2 pumps in lift station number 3 right now, and the backup is this one, is the one looking at being repaired or replaced.
right.
So right now we have 3 pumps that could fit in there, one's not operational right now.
Okay.
So there's 2 in there working?
Yes, in there right now,
And one in the shop.
and one in the shop.
There you go.
Yes, correct.
Okay,
That don't work.
but you have to have 2 of them working?
Yes,
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
yep.
I
Yeah,
see.
they're down in the hole pumping, as we
Okay,
speak.
so, all
Yeah.
right. I thought they talked like they had one that we could use, and we could pull that one and repair it and have it ready, so, but, okay. So we
Yeah.
have to have 2 pumps working all the time?
Yeah, all lift stations except for the main lift station down here, which has 3 pumps working at the same time.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah,
So we really need a backup.
yes.
Well, once we get the new one in, then they'll want to see what's wrong with the other second one?
Yes, they'll pull one of them out of lift station number 3 to take it back to the shop and evaluate that one.
so we could end up with another, if we repair this and for $4,427, could be cheap, you know, because we don't know what the other 2 are like that's down in there.
Right.
Well, I'd say buy the new one, pull the other one out, and then you'll have both of them to look at and decide whether one of the other's worth rebuilding or not, I guess.
We just may need some little service on another one, you know.
And they don't scrap it unless we specify that they can, right? I mean,
But, and I mean, Kent just texted me and he just said, that one in the ground has a hole in it. That's why they're pulling it. They know it has a hole, just don't know the extent.
No,
Yeah.
So it's broken.
that's gonna be the same thing,
Yeah.
new
Yep.
volute and all
Be
that
the
stuff.
same, yep.
So why don't we go ahead and order 2?
If we're hesitant on fixing one versus buying new, that could be an option as well. So that's an option for you guys to make,
Will the budget stand it to do two at once?
yeah. 20, or not 20, yeah,
23,000.
$24,000, yeah. That'll come out of the reserve.
I'd say pull the other one and see what it looks like, and then go from there, and then you can decide what you want to do. Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
There's no bulk discounts on 2 versus 1.
No,
I doubt it.
hasn't been in the
It's just
past.
timing.
By a dozen.
Yeah.
So that's, as long as we're, getting this in line, I think we'll be in good shape.
I'd
For now.
say just for now, tell them don't junk the one don't junk that one yet. until
I
we
make a
figure out
motion,
what
we
we're
buy one new one.
Okay.
And
Well, we've
There's
had a
a
motion
motion.
and a
Okay,
second.
all right.
So, any further discussion about buying a new one then? Okay, all in favor, say aye.
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 Opposed? All right, 6-0.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, second thing on my list is the extension for the fire station contract. Inline is requesting an extension for the construction of a new fire station. The request includes a 28-day extension for substantial completion with the exception of the generator. The generator has a 14-week lead time, and the extension states the generator is to be installed no later than 15 weeks after substantial completion, which means it gives it actually plenty of time, because substantial completion technically is on December 10th. So 15 weeks after that, that's how I understood that. And then other items Inline is waiting for are the air conditioner, condenser units, flagpole, which was soon, if it hasn't already come in, CO sensors, and lettering for the address. The extension goes to December 10th, except for the generator. As far as the fire station is going, they're still working to get it done. They were out there digging the sewer line today. Will said they were about a third of the way done digging with that. That's probably the major project that they need to get done.
So we get to December 10th, they could still come back again and say we're still missing parts, or can we go ahead and say it's close enough for substantial completion, or do we have?
That is actually up to the council to say yes or no on giving it.
I mean, if we don't get the address done and we don't get the flagpole, they really don't need the air conditioning condenser units right now.
Correct.
I mean,
Yeah, and we technically we have until March of 2022 to finalize this project.
I mean, if, just so we could get things moved and.
So,
So I was gonna
I
say,
didn't-
can they occupy it without the
not
generator?
until we sign off on this.
But without the generator?
Yes.
So is this the contract sum? Is this a correct contract sum?
For construction. That's just the construction.
That's the construction.
That's just Inline's portion of it. Yes.
Okay, so why isn't it the correct construction? I mean, why isn't this the right amount? I mean, I don't
The
know.
number I have in my documents is 3 million, which includes all the engineering. Or what was it? Not 3 million. That was a number being thrown out before. Not 3 million. It's higher in my documents because it includes the engineering and the grant administration. This is just the contract between us and Inline.
Okay.
Because, we don't owe, the money doesn't show up that we pay the architect in this contract.
Okay, I really think we should know exactly how much we're paying total.
That's in my documents.
Well, I know, but what is that total?
That's, it was in the last,
This is it? This 13,000? 1,399,334, that's it?
Yeah, that's the total.
That was the one on November the 8th?
That should be the total, unless I missed one of the change orders. But that is the closest number, yes.
I mean, because this keeps changing, and it'd be nice if we knew where we were at.
It hasn't changed unless you put a change order in.
Change, yeah.
Yeah.
Other than a couple change orders.
It's only changed in the last 6 months since you guys approved change orders. That's the only times.
Yeah, the water line and the.
Yeah.
Water line,
And the
taking out the water
letters.
heater,
Huh?
taking out the water heater,
Right.
and the, getting the N on
Still,
there.
okay. I'm just asking,
Yeah.
because these two figures didn't agree, so that's why I'm trying to,
One thing you don't have is, talking about air conditioning. Is this gonna be an air-conditioned firehouse, the whole thing?
The meeting room.
Just the front.
Just the
yeah.
meeting.
The
Yep.
finished
I was
areas.
just wondering if we had to keep them trucks cool, 'cause they need them
No,
big
no.
lines.
Nope, just the meeting room.
all right.
Okay. We need a motion to extend that to them.
Yes, please.
Move to extend the fire station contract till, whatever the date was, December 10th.
Second.
Okay, any further discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? 6-0.
I'll run through some of the existing projects. And we just talked about the fire station. Will and I and some of the fire department, the chief, deputy, and assistant did a preliminary walkthrough of the space, just to see if we can catch some things before we keep moving any further. We did see some issues, some small issues, but and maybe some improvements. Just one improvement about where a plug-in is going to be set that hasn't a plug-in, a three-phase plug-in for SB, the air packs, right? That's the
SCBA.
SCBA. There we go. So there was a little bit of that discussion, but other than that, we kept moving right along on the fire station. Like I said, they were digging the sewer line today. 11th Road, just got a call today that they want us to come out and inspect 11th Road. They feel like they have at least completed most of the project. I don't know if they've done all the dirt work or all that, but Wednesday, we're gonna go out and walk through the project with them, to see where they're at and if they've completed everything. So that's getting close to being opened up. And then, the airport road, it looks like they poured everything and they've done quite a bit of dirt work. I haven't seen that the engineer's ready to let it go just yet. I don't know how many days they'll let that sit, but they got, I don't think they have much left to do on that one. And that's the major projects going on right now.
Next up, standing committee reports. Anybody have anything on street?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I do this
Yes.
evening. I was out there in garbage truck last week to 11th Road. They're going into Bulldog there, Keating Street, I guess is what it is. Why did we not pour the street and then, or cut the driveway back? That driveway stuck out in the street before they started. Why didn't we pour the street and then do the driveway? That has such a terrible bump to the south side of that driveway.
I'm not quite sure how that was designed
If you-
like that.
Every place else you go up there, they poured the street Then they added the driveways on, except going into Keating Drive. The drive, that's already stuck out. That should have been cut off. The street should have been laid in and then figured out how to get the driveway into it.
We matched the street to the apron.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we matched the street to what was already there. I don't know whose fault that is, but that has such a terrible, terrible dip and bump.
It does.
They
And I
did,
drove,
they did raise the street
4 inches,
4 inches, yes.
Yeah.
but it's not enough.
That curve he's talking about on the south side of the entrance in that street, I mean, if you guys wanna go race NASCAR on it, we can do it. Have you been out there? Serious, that bank's like this. And then you come down the street and you go. I recommend you ride with the snowplows the first night. You'll fix it. You'll fix it when that blade hangs up and then all of a sudden everything drops over.
Right.
You'll fix it.
It's just a speed bump.
No, it's a ramp.
I drove out there and looked at it, and I mean, it's not open yet, so you can't, drive
Fast.
25 miles an hour and see, but it looks like it could be an issue.
I think it's
I mean,
more,
It's not gonna be an issue. It is.
it is an
There's
issue.
not going to be a question.
That's what it looks like.
I
It
hate
looks
to
like
cut
they
these-
should have cut that drive back and
Yep, should've been cut
re-sloped it
back
maybe a
and
little
street
bit
forward and
to
then
match the street.
driveway
the
matched.
road.
So how do you fix it?
You take everything out and you re-pour it to the center line of the street.
And you spend a bunch of money,
Right.
and you don't do it now.
Not suction,
Huh?
Right, not
not
winter.
suction.
Not winter.
Because that road goes along and it drops down and then it comes back
back
up on
up.
the backside of that drive.
Yep. Like I said, I don't know if it's poor engineering, I don't wanna point there, but, that shouldn't have been like that. I don't know what happened, but it's not right.
I mean, I would assume they poured exactly to how the plans show.
Yeah, it's done how the engineering
And it's
showed.
engineering's problem,
Right.
but it needs to be corrected.
Right.
'Cause I don't think the city needs to accept a street that looks like that.
Problem is, we can't fix it right now either.
No, we'll have to wait till spring to get in there, I'm sure, to tear it out and repair it.
Most places have a bump sign. Maybe you can get a sign that says ledge.
That's, yeah.
Be more appropriate. I drove in there tonight. It's interesting. Very interesting.
Okay. Anybody else have anything on street?
Street sweepers making worlds of difference around.
It is.
I seen the tracker going, so.
Yeah, it's, quite a bit. Yeah. It looks like it's done a lot, but on paper, but there's still a lot more to do.
No, I know.
Yeah, they're getting hit pretty hard with a lot of leaves.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, there are some of them places, them leaves are ridiculously deep.
They were in front of, on our block, and he made a couple passes, especially once my husband moved the vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
Helps.
Looked nice.
It does. Anything else on street? Water, wastewater?
I don't know if this is the right place for it. The building down there by the storage tank by tension.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, let's fix the lights on the outside. You got two of them look like strobe lights. I think we can fix them. I don't know if that's theirs or who
Building
does.
to the west of the tank?
Huh?
Building to the west of the tank?
The one on the north was the one that caught my eye
Or
real
north?
well.
Yeah, northwest. Yeah. Just looks pretty rough.
Yep.
Okay. Anything else on water, wastewater? No? Okay. Parks and Rec?
Yeah.
Yes. What do you got,
And
Kev?
I know Hanover Electric's doing the fire station. When are they plan on getting into the lights?
Right after the fire station. I mean, they were ready to be done with their job, according to them, right at this last deadline. So they should, I mean, other than the condensers,
Right, which they'll be waiting on them. It's probably sitting out there in the ocean.
right? So, their plan was like right after.
The only reason I say this is because right after the first of the year, March gets here real quick.
Yeah.
Right.
Are we gonna put a temporary fence up, or are we gonna have the real wooden fence up by the time ball season starts?
Right.
That's the only reason I was asking, because it's gonna be here,
Real quick.
cause we're almost to December. 4 months down the line, and they'll be playing ball up there. And either we're gonna have to put a temporary fence up, or something in there.
Okay, anything else on Parks and Rec? Okay. Cemetery and Airport?
I will say there was a nice post on Concerned Citizens of Marysville talking about the Avenue of Flags and how they thought they were really nice. And I went up there before Veterans Day and they did look really nice.
Looks good.
Yeah, it does.
Does cemetery and airport take care of the tractor out at the dump?
The street takes care of it, yeah.
Okay. I don't know, somebody needs to go out there and fix a tire on it.
It takes a little bit to get a tire for that. No,
Front tire?
yeah.
Call down the farmer's co-op. That's all it'll touch it, nobody else will touch it. For the tire on the tractor.
Yeah, the front left one was flat. I was out there the other day. How's that going with the cameras out there?
It's good.
I've heard a lot of positive feedback from people about it.
Well, we've seen at least one person driving illegally out there, but,
Oh.
an unlicensed UTV.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I've heard about that.
But there's no-
Yeah, I think
No,
people are enjoying
I
longer
think
hours.
it's, we've gotten some compliments on it. But, yeah, I think it's gone well.
I like where it's open a little later, you can get in there, you get off work at 5.
Well, starting earlier is nice
Yeah.
too.
Okay, anything else on cemetery and airport?
I think we owe the guys that took down all of the flagpoles and the flags and put them all away and everything a big thank you, so it takes a little while.
Oh, it does, yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yep, yeah, that looks nice out there when they got all the
Oh,
flags up and everything.
Yeah.
A lot of work. Anything else in cemetery and airport? Police and fire? Admin and finance? Okay, there are no appointments and wage determinations. We do have to go into executive session. You got that sheet to give to somebody?
I do. But whatever direction.
I would say first, maybe 15 minutes with the attorney, since he's here, and then all the council members and mayor.
Austin,
Not Austin, I'd say not Austin, the first one.
first 15 minutes, okay.
And we'll go back in.
I move the city council recess into executive session to discuss personnel matters of non-elected personnel, discussion on specific personnel matters, not general personnel policies, exception KSA 75-4319B1. The session will include the mayor, city council members, the attorney. 15's enough, so 8 o'clock, fine.
Yeah.
Make it
Be in
even.
there come back at 8 o'clock.
Second.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
You're going? Are we going or are they going?
I don't know, we can go back, it doesn't matter.
We can go
back there as far as that
Okay.
goes.
really good one. I mean, I own it, I mean, I'll give it to you when I'm done.
Okay, mics are back on.
I have a tendency just to buy them because,
See, I get them on Kindle, but I try to wait if they cost, but my daughter wanted the Wish. I bought her the Wish
Yeah.
for Christmas.
yeah.
Notebook back in the office.
Okay, we'll go back in there.
Okay. Call this meeting back to order. No binding decisions were made.
I move the city council recess into executive session, discuss personnel matters of non-elected personnel, discussion on specific personnel matters, not general policies, exception KSA 754319B1. This session will include the mayor, city council members, and the city administrator. The open meeting will resume back in the city council chambers at,
Well, you want like 20 minutes?
yeah, let's go at 8:20.
And the attorney.
And the attorney, excuse me, sorry, and the attorney.
Second.
Okay. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
8:20 right now.
Call this meeting back to order. No binding decisions were made. Continue on with our regular meeting. Roundtable. Todd?
Happy Thanksgiving to everyone.
Diane?
Nope, don't have anything. I've enjoyed working on the council with all of you, and thank you for everything.
Yeah, and thank you for all, I mean, it's, you know, a lot of hours to be on council,
Yep,
so.
if you're gonna do a good job, it
Yep.
is.
Anything else?
Nope, I think that's it.
Terry?
I have nothing.
Okay. Parker?
Not tonight.
Colleen? Kevin?
I have nothing this evening, sir.
I don't have anything.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Okay.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? 6-0.
Mr. Mayor, I have a question though.
Yes.
I was thinking about budget, budget matters.